The wedding day priest to the bride and the groom. Now we've gathered us all beneath this ripening moon, and I'll ask you this once. Will you be man and wife? Will you cling to each other all the days of your life? Will you take this good man, though his face starts to weather, and the fingers of time beat his balls into leather, and they sink to the ground like two prodigal grapes, and he stinks up the room till he soils the drapes, and he heavies his pants without hope of correction, and he farts every time that he pops an erection, and the hair on his back meets the fur up his crack, till you need a machete to hew to the sack. In the streets, in the shorts, point the way to Seville, and you're shooting him enemas just for the thrill. And his teeth tumble out till he's gumming his ham. Now I ask you, my love, would you take such a man? Let's move on, shall we? And you, my good boy, will you take this fine lass, though squish goes her belly and a jelly her ass? And her eyes turn agape, and they jaundice like mustard, and her breath smells of death, and her thighs turn to custard. And that sweet silken purse, that virginal pink hole, gets torn all to hell like a backwater sinkhole. And her jiggly chin waddles down like a turkey, and her vulva dries up like 2 slabs of beef jerky. Probably done eating that brisket sandwich now. She hacks and she coughs in great spasmodic fits, and you gag at the sight of those caramelized tits. Now I ask you, my man, would you take such a wife? Would you stay at her side all the days of your life? Oh yes, said the bride, I will take this good man, and I'll love him and hold him as best as I can, and should tie him to his vine so his pizzle won't grow. Well, there's always the gamekeeper's son, don't you know? Husband's away on some business affair will play ruffle the grouse with my feet in the air. And I'll second that too, said the man to the priest. She'll be mine throughout time though her pie turns to yeast. For how in the world could I ever resist her? And if she gets fat, well, there's always her sister. And so thus said the priest, well then screw it, you're wed. Now get thee both gone to that rollicking bed. You said all the things I was hoping to hear. If you'd have said no, to clean out your ears. Why the hell do you care what a priest says anyway? I've not had a good poke since my altar boy days. That's what we call the unassisted triple play, madam. Now I sit in my lonely confessional stall and think it's Palm Sunday by the sound of it all. And the rest of you bastards, get out of the world. Go find you a man and make love to a girl. Get married, I say. Put a flame to that knife. A heart for a heart, and a man for a wife.